get it all figured out and get a new man in the center.
And off the face-off, Colorado State has it. That's Jacob Morgan trying to work out of the zone. He will. Going to get knocked off his stick, though. Sooners are going to try and carry it back in. That's D'Souza, one of the big offensive playmakers here for Oklahoma. Joseph trying to carry it around. He gets away from one man, but he's still got two to face as he sends it around the board. Pard for the Sooners, tries to keep it in. He's going to help. The shot coming. Pad save by Morgan. Deflected off towards the corner, sent across. No shot able to be made there. Made free once more. Aaron Brown trying to help out his teammates there as the puck is behind Morgan's net. Looking for the wraparound. Tried to send it in towards the slot. Miller didn't like that. Blocked off his skate. Deflected. And it goes wide of the net off the shot from Jumona. Sent out of the zone. Kyle Nelson trying to apply some pressure. Caught out of the air. Miller. Center ice. Into the attacking zone. Shot coming. And that is deflected into the boards again. And Cote trying to take it away. He will. Gets it to Nelson. But the Sooners applying some pressure. Cote with a shot. That's stick side save. Another wind-up shot. Glove save. Doing the splits with it by Babb.
Yeah, that's really good work right there by the Rams. Working the goaltender, getting a wide shot. He had to make a stretch out his blocker and see if he could get a save there. And then he had to stretch out on the other side and get the glove save. But really good by the Sooners goaltender right there.
Full extension. Well done by Babb. And Bickford sends it around with the Sooners trying to get out of the zone, and it will come out. Sooners have a lot of speed on their side. When they have open ice, you got to close them down quick before it gets out of hand. Millar with a big check into the boards, and they're able to take the puck back. Nelson moving in on the near side, trying to work by one man, and he'll get by. Doesn't have clean handle on the puck, though. Tries to send it down. Puck near the blue line. Tyler Nelson sends it down towards the face-off circle, sent across. Puck near the boards again. Both teams wanting it back. Allingman moving in, wind-up shot, deflected off a stick on the way there. The Rams want it back, and that's going to be the first penalty arm going up, and that looks like it's going to be a tripping call against Colorado State.
Yeah, it just looked like the Rams got a little too aggressive there. It's going to be number 20, Allingman, who is going to go into the box for the Rams. He just got a little aggressive, put his hip into the other player's hip, and the Sooner player could not maintain his balance, and there's your tripping call.
So this is going to be the first power play opportunity for Oklahoma. As far as their numbers on the power play, they actually went down a lot from last night. They were at 18.5% success last night, and now they're at 15.6. Shot coming. That's a big save. Looking for the rebound opportunity, and the net comes loose.
One thing that happened a lot last night was the Sooners team would get on the power play, and right away they would give it away, and it'd be a 4-on-4 for both of the teams. And I think that they need to stay a little bit more disciplined once they're on that power play, because that's going to be a huge advantage for them, especially with all the shooters that they have and that can score goals.
Especially, and that's even what led to Colorado State pulling their goalie last night, is when it got to that 4-on-4 situation. It luckily for the Sooners worked out for them in the end, but obviously that's not, as if you're a coaching staff, if you're the coaching staff of the Sooners, you don't want to give up those opportunities so easily. Grayson North trying to send it out of the zone, but Bickford stops that. D'Souza trying to keep the puck alive. He'll get it back to Bickford as he sends it across to Boss. Boss trying to send it on net, and it's knocked away. It's still kept in the zone by Boss. See Blake Hoffman facing off against him. He's on the ice tonight. CJ Nitchin trying to be blocked. No rebound opportunity off that shot.
That is the third block that Liam Millar has had on this sequence right here. He is really playing. Even though that he is a forward, he is down and inside that zone, helping Morgan out, not allowing the puck to get to Morgan, and the Rams keep working here.
Sooners doing a good job of keeping the puck in the zone, but it's finally come out, and Sooners need to reset as CJ Nitchin applying a little bit of pressure. Colorado State going for a change, but don't want to leave the ice too open. They have it on their sticks. Less than a minute now left to go in the first power play. It looks like it's going to be a whistle as the puck comes out of play.
Seems like the coaching staff really likes that combination of Millar and Nitchin. They have been on the ice. They both started this game, and it seems like that's a bit of a pairing that they've had on that front line.
Face-off now moving just outside Colorado State zone. As far as their success on the penalty kill, last night they were at 79%, and tonight they're finally at that 80, as this might be changing just in a moment. Oklahoma applying some big pressure right now. Just a little over 30 seconds left to go in the power play. Sent across to White. White, one more shot coming, and that one goes just wide off the glass, a little bit over Morgan's head. I'm sure he breathed a sigh of relief right there. Moving it towards White, looking for the shot. Laying down his body is Nelson. Kyle Nelson doing a good job to block the puck from going back onto Morgan's net once more, but the pressure continues. White sending it towards the slot, and Morgan has to cover it up off the deflection.
Yeah, and the Sooners looked to the middle there, but Miller was able to get a good stick lift, and you can see Miller jawing with a little bit of the Sooners players, and it's just a good play by Miller there, getting that stick lift, not allowing a shot on goal or redirected towards Morgan.
Definitely a better power play performance from Oklahoma already on this first chance. And Colorado State trying to regain control, and they will in their own zone. Comes loose. Cade Warner back out on the ice wearing number 25 tonight. And Tanner Gillis with a shot, gets knocked off a stick on the way there, and it comes out of the zone. So the Rams do a good job of killing off the penalty. And so they're back to full strength. They've dodged one bullet, but they also need to stay disciplined, staying out of that penalty box. Sooners come away with the face-off in their own end, trying to push it towards Wilson. He moves forward. Puck goes into the corner. Sooners looking to come away with it. Lots of sticks, lots of skates going after it. Players just waiting for it to come loose. And Hoffman for the Rams, using his body to shield it. He's going to knock it off the boards out of the zone, and Warner's going to push it forward. He's going to get slowed on the way there, so Joseph able to get the pass back to him. Nice shot, but a bigger save by Babb.
Yeah, that's just a huge play for the whole team right there. There's a lot of passing going on. You see that Cade Warner is able to dump it off of the wall and get it to Joseph, and Joseph able to drop that pass and see and get a good shot, but it goes right to the direct center of that goalie, and it's just, the shot is just not difficult enough for Babb to be challenged.
And right now, Rams trying to get another faceoff. You see Tolnai out on the ice right now. Jacob Warner goes back to retrieve. Miller sends it forward towards center ice. Arcancini trying to get by. Not so easily, though. Puck still in the zone. Rams trying to hold on to it. That's Tolnai doing a good job looking for the centering pass, but no one's able to get it on their stick for the Rams. Puck comes out of the zone. Miller. One more towards Tolnai again. He's going to cross the center line, going into the zone with it. Looking for Sean Patton. It goes just off the side there of Babb. It comes out, and Colorado State needs to reset. Allingman will go to retrieve as the Sooners look for a change. Tolnai again. He's just going to dump it in as Colorado State will get their own change. Askill Campbell down on the ice for Colorado State as it's taken away. Engel sends it forward. Campbell trying to push it a little bit further. Nitchin sends it all the way back around. A shot coming, and it's deflected on the way there. And this is going to be a 3-on-2 opportunity for the Sooners. Jolly moving in. He's going to slow it up, looking to send it forward, and that's a big save by Morgan.
Yeah, and that's going to get a reaction from the Rams. You don't like when your goaltender's getting hit.
And that was Isaac Voss who went crashing in on the attacking play, and it was a good setup. He was actually using his body to screen, so so Morgan wouldn't be able to see where the pass was coming from. But Morgan, he's very aggressive, and he's able to shut down those opportunities.
Yeah, and you really have to give the goaltender an opportunity to make a save. You can't just run him over like that. So
nice heads-up play from Morgan.
Talking to Morgan a little bit and seeing how he's doing. William Millar giving his word to the refs again. Not an uncommon sight that we see with Millar. He is always fighting for his team in multiple ways, and looks like the refs are going to have a talk with that coaching staff for the Rams.
He's definitely very vocal about his feelings with the officials and how he feels
And being the leader, you have to be the one that brings it up to the refs because you're the one that's always talking to the refs. They know who you are, and that's just his way of contributing to the team in a different manner.
Definitely. That's just the leadership role in him, and got to give him some credit. But the officials just finishing up with the Rams coaching staff. We're just about halfway through this first period. Still no goals scored. So still tied up at 0. As far as what we've seen is the Sooners have had a lot of pressure offensively. Rams have pulled it back a little bit since that penalty, but right now Oklahoma still has a lot of control on the ice.
You have to think that the Rams coaching staff is asking here why there is no penalty on that, because the goaltender was interfered with and he didn't see where the puck was. So it's going to be interesting to see what these refs have.
Curious reasoning by that, but officials have finished up the conversation. And the faceoff just going to be right outside Colorado State zone again. Poussard to take the faceoff, and he's going to win it. Gimona sends it across. Sent further down. And Gimona with a shot. It's actually going to look like it bounced off a couple sticks on the way there. Puck now into the corner. Players looking to have it come loose, and it will. Sent forward. And Kyle Nelson will stick it forward once more. Sooners take it away. And now it's going down towards Colorado State's end again. Millar trying to stop him. It's sent in towards the slot, and it gets knocked wide. Nothing too threatening for Morgan on that play. Along the boards again, behind Morgan's net. Tyler Nelson trying to make an impact. Jolly sends it back, intercepted by Cote. He's able to carry it out of the zone. It's going to be a 2-on-2 situation. Cote moving in. Makes a cut, not able to get the shot off, though. And Sooners will have it. Knock up behind Av's net, and now in the corner again. Wilson back on the ice with the Sooners. He was definitely applying a lot of the pressure that we saw last night for Oklahoma.
Yeah, Wilson was applying a lot of pressure. He looking for his points and see if he can apply that pressure again on Morgan. We haven't seen too much from him yet, but he is a fast skater, and we'll see how he impacts this game.
Right now, this puck was carried all the way around behind Morgan's net. Now it's along the board. Shot coming from it, just going to go off the back boards, and Sooners have it again. Warner looking to take it back, and he will. He backhands it away, and Cote is going to have it on his stick. He's just going to backhand it out of the zone. And Sooners will reset. Bickford's going to carry it in himself, looking to carry it in towards the center, and that's a save by Morgan. He'll cover it up for a faceoff.
Nice little movement there from the Sooners on that attack, but Morgan's a good goaltender, so lower shots are blocked. And last night we saw a lot of low shots that went through that 5-hole, and I think it's kind of the Sooners trying to go to that 5-hole because they've seen a little bit of weakness in that last game. So see what they try and do and how they attack Morgan.
And right now a huge shot coming, glove save by Morgan.
That is one place that Morgan is very confident when you're attacking. He is confident with his glove and always goes and attacks the puck, grabbing it, and another save by Morgan there.
100%. Kevin Moran not able to win another faceoff. It just goes right towards Morgan off of it, actually. So they're going to reset that. Take 3 here in Colorado State's end. And action. This time we'll change the actors we have in each role. New face-off. And it comes loose. Miller carries it out for Colorado State. Tries to send it across, but it's intercepted on the way there.
Don't know exactly where Miller was going with that pass. It looked like his forward was already down the ice, and he just kind of turns it over there. Not a turnover that you want to have.
Sent all the way down towards Benjamin Fugger. He pushes it back down towards the corner. Sent along the boards once more. Carrying it around. Puck comes near the blue line across the faceoff circle and back behind Morgan's net. And trying to push it forward, but now it comes loose and Colorado State has it. 2-on-2 situation. No extra reinforcements coming. Cade Warner into the corner with it. Now players have come back. Joseph from the side trying to get the shot, but it just goes off the pad of Babb. And now Sooners looking to respond with a quick counterattack. That's White moving in. Has it knocked away from him. And that's Marcancini diving after that puck as it goes into the opposite zone.
Yeah, on that last play, Tanner Gillis was on the backside, and you could just see that Joseph was looking at him, but he was unable to get it to Gillis, and that would have been a great opportunity if it was a pass rather than a shot.
And DeSosa actually goes into the penalty box on that last play. That's going to be the first penalty against Oklahoma tonight.
That's a big loss for this team because DeSosa is the one that's been getting all of those assists, and he's leading his team in points. And that's not really the player that you would want in the box.
And that's going to be a slashing penalty on DeSouza there. Taking a look at Colorado State's success, like we talked about last night, they were the only team that was able to score on the power play. Allingman not able to keep it in the zone. Colorado State retreats, and Allingman actually clears an official trying to get down, and it's going to stop the play. Definitely want to make sure the official's okay on the ice. Allingman extending an apology towards him as he wanted to get by.
And the thing is, Allingman is trying to play the puck there, and the official just gets in the way.
Allingman gonna actually head onto the bench. So it's gonna lead to a face-off at center ice. And the official who went down actually held onto his head after he hit the ice. So you just definitely want to make sure he's okay, especially with the head injuries there. 8 seconds off the power play, but back to Colorado State's success. Their numbers actually went down just a tiny bit there. They were at 20.4% last night. Now they're down to 19.7, so just a 0.7 decrease. As far as Oklahoma's penalty kill, their number also went down 92.9 to 91.4. So just small changes there in the penalty numbers for Colorado State and Oklahoma.
And something to note, the ref that did not go down, it wasn't the ref that went down, but another ref went off down here. If you saw, he got hit in the hand, and he might be bleeding or something, but he got hit in the hand, so he felt like he had to come off. So there's only 3 refs on the ice right now.
Hope the official's okay, but a puck comes out of the zone. And now it's sent across. Hoffman might actually have a chance for a shot here. He's moving in on the near side. He's going to try and body his way in. Sends it back towards Joseph. Joseph sends it across. Patton for Rams. Patton moving it around, looking for options. He's going to hold on to it near the faceoff circle. Hands it off once more. Sends it back towards Gillis. Gillis with a shot. And Millar actually tried to get in front of Babb there. Hoffman with another shot. That one gets deflected way out of bounds there.
Yeah, you see Millar go over there to Babb. Babb giving a little tap. That's a great redirect by Millar, but it was just redirected too low, and Babb got his pad on it, and there's another save.
And right now, just about 46 seconds left to go in this first power play opportunity for the Rams. 6:03 left in the period. Millar gets tossed out of the faceoff circle. Kyle Nelson will come in for it. He needs to win this faceoff. And he will. Millar helps push it back forward. Miller with a shot coming that goes off the pad of Babb. Allingman keeps it in the zone. And Nelson gets contested behind Babb's net. Millar sends it back one. Miller keeps it in the zone. But just for a moment as Hussar actually comes out to challenge him, and more time taken off the clock. Less than 30 seconds now left to go on the power play. C.J. Nitchin back out on the ice. He's going to start from his own end behind Morgan's goal. Carried out of the zone, dropped back. A couple quick passes near center ice. Allingman dishes it forward for Millar. Millar still carrying it around, trying to get the pass off, but unsuccessful, and it's sent all the way back down. And that's the first penalty killed off for Oklahoma. Back to full strength on both sides, and Rams still trying to work from their own zone here. Marcancini going to take a collision along the board. Tolnai actually might have a chance, tried to take the shot, deflected on the way there, not able to get a full shot out of it. And it's sent out of the zone and out of play.
Yeah, the few opportunities that Tolnai has had tonight, it's been 2 Sooners on him, and they just shut him down. So maybe you can see that the Sooners defense is really focusing on Tolnai since he had the 2 goals last night.
Definitely not making it easy for him, and that's what happens when you see these rematches here is the teams know how to at least look to be able to adapt and adjust to what they saw the night before.
One thing to be noted is every time that this Rams team has a rematch, there's a lot more heated conflict, but it doesn't seem like they have as much conflict with this Sooners team, which is
off of the deflection there, that one just goes wide.
Which is maybe just the respect that each team has for each other.
And 3 Sooners and 2 Rams, and that's actually going to be a penalty arm going up against Oklahoma there, and I believe
it's De Sosa again. He gets into the back of one of the Rams players, and the Rams player goes down. So we're going to see what.
Right as you're talking about conflict, Hunter.
Right as I'm talking about conflict, and it's all happens. It looks like.
What's going to happen here? You see.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out who they're putting in there, and
so it looks like penalty box door is still open.
Trying to figure out which player they're going to get in the box.
Right now, Boss is in the box. Number 71 for Oklahoma.
2 players
also,
go in.
Yeah, Max Engel for Colorado State.
So it might have been a little bit more than we saw. It was very physical down in that corner, and it ended up with 2 players in the box.
So 2 cross-checking penalties on the players, and it looks like it's going to be 4-on-4. So we're going to see a full 2 minutes of 4-on-4 hockey. We saw some of it last night, but not a full 2 minutes. So like you talked about last night a lot, Hunter, with the open ice, how are these teams going to manage a full 2 minutes of it? And puck sent around, Cade Warner trying to help out. He gets it back on his stick, looking for options. Joseph and Warner, a little back 1-2, sent across. Allingman tries to send it on net. Warner looking for the redirect, not going to be able to get it, and now the Sooners have it. Out of their own zone. Bickford moving in, tried to backhand it towards De Sousa. He was knocked away. Puck near center ice again and sent forward for Warner. Warner looking for Joseph, and a quick 1-2 between those two again. And the Sooners come away with it, and the penalty arm goes up once more.
Looks like it's going to be this time they are going to get De Sousa with a hit, and it was just on the back of the Rams. So De Sousa is now in the box, and the Rams are now on the power play.
So that's going to be a 4-on-3 situation you're going to see out there on the ice. And now De Sousa has just gone into the box. And right now, the Sooners have cleared it out of the zone. Rams will have to start from their own end.
Last night, this Sooners team did play with 3 men on the ice once, and they were pretty efficient with their blocking. It's just mainly about helping out your goaltender and staying in the center of the ice rather than allowing too many windows for those Rams to squeak the puck through.
Hoffman and Joseph, quick 1-2s between each other, looking for that open moment. Hoffman inching forward, back towards Joseph near the faceoff circle. And shot coming, deflected. That one was a dangerous opportunity, just goes wide of the net. And the Sooners trying to send it off the glass. This is going to be a one-on-one situation. Hoffman smart in retreating, not letting the man skate by him so easily. 25 seconds left in the first opening penalties before it's a quick power play for the Rams.
Yeah, and I think this Rams team really needs to get more shots on net, especially with only 3 defenders on the ice against them. And the more shots they're going to have on net, the better opportunity they're going to have on this power play. But hasn't been too many shots, only 1 shot so far.
Allingman moving across, sends it once more towards Cote, looking to inch in there, but it gets deflected. It looks like it went off Marcassini's skate. But 45 seconds of a 5-on-4 now. Will this make a difference? Allingman with a shot, bounced on the way there, and now it's going to be knocked out of the zone by Bickford. And another penalty arm goes up. It looks like it's going to be on Colorado State for holding.
And Bickford's the one to force that. With all the speed that he had coming down the ice, he wasn't allowed around the defenders, and that's why there's going to be a Ram in the box. And it's Allingman again in the box.
And that's his second tonight. So 2 repeat offenders on both sides. D'Souza for Oklahoma and now Allingman on the Rams. So a fresh 2 minutes goes back up on the board. So after another about 25 seconds, Oklahoma will have their own power play, but we're back to 4-on-4 for this short while. Grayson North losing his footing there, trying to hold on to the puck as he's got a couple Sooners trying to take it away from him. Wilson able to nab it away. And Hoffman sent across. Now Boss trying to get one more pass, and it's another penalty arm going up, but it's going to be against Colorado State.
Yeah, and right there again, it's Wilson attacking the net, and that just is another. Ref looked a little frustrated after that, and
looks like Hoffman's going into the box. He had his penalty last night, which put a roadblock between the Rams as it was just a little over 2 minutes left in the third period when they needed to be.
And it looks like it's a 4-minute penalty.
This is going to be a bit of a challenge ahead for the Rams right now. They've only got 3 men on the ice for the next minute 32.
Yeah, so it's a double penalty on Hoffman, getting that 2 minutes. 2 minutes for interference, and just interesting to see that right there.
Now this is going to be the big challenge for not only Colorado State's penalty kill team, but also Joe Morgan.
Yeah, it's a real big turn of events. The Rams were the ones that had the 3 defenders that they had to beat. Now they are down to 3 defenders, and
shot coming. That one just goes over Morgan's head. Sent across once more. Boss just came out of the penalty box. Sent across towards the slot. That's a dangerous opportunity, and looks like Morgan's skate actually kicked the net loose while he was reaching for the puck.
Going to be very interesting to see how this Sooners team does on the power play now. Good passing team, good scoring team. It's going to be a big task for the Rams, but if they can hold it off, it is going to be very confidence building for them.
100%. I mean, 1:32 left to go in the period. Right now the Sooners able to win it back, 5-on-3. And they will begin. Boss sends it further in, across the circle, back to Boss, and across, wind up shot, and that one's off the pads of Morgan, using his stick a little bit, looking for a rebound opportunity. Another shot coming off the pad, looking for another rebound, sent towards the face-off circle, inching in, one more. Boss not able to get it on his stick. Sent forward into the corner. Behind Morgan's net. Cameron Brown sending it down once more, back to him. Less than 1 minute now in the period. Shot going. That one's up in the air. Looking for a scramble. No goal. No goal. It went in the back of the net, and the official calls for a high stick.
Yeah, D'Souza, you can see that he was in there screening Morgan, and he just gets his stick up too high for the play to be made, and it's going to be high sticking on D'Souza.
What a chance for Oklahoma. Just not able to come away with it. So now 54 seconds left in the period. And that's another penalty going up on the board. And that's the third against D'Souza already? No,
and they are ejecting D'Souza. He is done. Might have said a little bit too much to the refs tonight, and there is an ejection.
And it's actually going to be a 5-minute major.
So one game that didn't have an excessive amount of penalties, and in this game, we're already in the first period, not even done with it yet, and there are penalties stacking up.
This is way different than what we saw last night. Players were a lot more disciplined, so you see a lot of numbers up on that scoreboard, but focus on the last 30 seconds of this first power play, and that's a big save by Morgan there. So now 43 seconds left in the period, and Oklahoma's not happy with the officiating right now. And it looks like that's another player going to the box. That's Bickford for Oklahoma.
Yeah, and this Sooners team is not happy.
So just like that, okay, let's break it down. We see a lot right now. So 2 penalties up on the board for Colorado State, 2 for the Sooners. Now we've got 3-on-3 hockey for the next 26 seconds. And even, looks like we're going to have another ejection.
Yeah, there was a, I could hear that one from up here. I don't know if you know exactly what they said. They did. Said that the ref is not very good.
That's actually going to be on Babb, it looks like. Babb is, so the big goaltender right now for Oklahoma, looks like he's going to have to be escorted off the ice. Or maybe not. I mean, the official.
We do see the officials in the middle of the ice right here, talking it through. Get a little bit of explanation for this Sooners team. Another official.
Even the Oklahoma supporters here not happy with the calls that are being made.
It's going to be very interesting to see what happened. And one thing that I think about is that game we saw earlier in the season where this other team was not happy, and you saw the coach's reaction, and now you're seeing another team, this Sooners team, that is reacting in their own way. And
that was, and what in that game you're speaking about, I believe that was Western Michigan. The coach was literally throwing the sticks out on the ice, but now it's the players almost responding to the officials in a non-friendly way. So you see number 28 for the Sooners, Uke, going into the box right now. So before we look at anything that is just happening in front of us, the current situation before all of that, the Rams had 26 seconds left on their first penalty, 2:54 on Hoffman's penalty that had to be knocked off.
then you go to D'Souza's penalty, which is a 5-minute major, and he gets ejected.
And then now you also threw in Bickford with him. Also, there was one more play.
Yes, that occurring down over by Morgan when he was attacking the net.
And so that put him in the box, which made that the 3-on-3 situation. And so now
the refs are talking to the coaching staff of the Sooners and trying to figure out what they're going to do as Babb just kind of warms up his legs, get a little skating circles. Now we see Joe Morgan come out, get a little skating in.
He's also getting his, they're just staying warm down on that cold ice there. 43 seconds left in the period, still no goals. Still haven't seen anyone put a puck in the back of the net besides the high sticking one there. But that obviously doesn't count, so.
But this first period has lasted so long because there have been penalties after penalties, and it is just interesting to see what is going on because this coaching staff is talking to the refs. And if it did end up being a penalty on Babb, the coaching staff is going to have to figure out what they're going to do in net.
If it's just a standard penalty, someone will serve it
Babb,
for
yes.
him. Yeah, someone will serve it for Babb, which could be Uke right now, which is why he might be in the box.
There is another ejection. Another Sooners player comes off of the ice.
Didn't quite see who that was. But that's another ejection for the Sooners. So that's their second ejection. Whoever it was ejected, and Uke is serving the penalty, I believe, against Babb for possibly something that he said to the refs. But right now, this 3-on-3 situation turns into a 2-on-1 going the other way. Wilson with a shot. Just gets deflected wide by Morgan. Big save from him on that offensive opportunity. Less than 30 seconds now left in the first period. It's going to be a 2-on-1 going the other way for the Rams. Nelson moving in, sent across towards Millar. Millar with a shot, just goes over the net, and what an opportunity missed. Now 15 seconds left in the period, sent off the glass and all the way down. Icing waved off in the last 10 seconds here, so the Rams get their men back. It's now a 4-on-3 situation. Sent all the way down to the last few seconds. Cade Warner with a shot, gonna get deflected wide.
Yeah, and just going back to the Millar chance right there, there was a Sooners stick in there, and Millar was still able to elevate the puck, but he had to elevate it too high, and that's why it went high. But very interesting first period right there.
The excitement all of a sudden building here in Fort Collins right at the end of the first period. We have a lot to talk about when we come back here, but we're going to take a short break for the first intermission, so do not go anywhere. You're watching ColoradoSports.TV. Going into the end of last period, the Rams were in a 5-on-3 situation, and then all of a sudden the Sooners not only put themselves a man down, making it a 4-on-3, but got one more, making it a 3-on-3, and had 2 players ejected.
Yeah, and if you just look at this Sooners penalty box, there's not even enough room for players to sit in there. I don't know exactly what the refs decided, why there are so many players in there, if there were some ejections that they retracted, or players are just in there to be in there. I'm not too sure what's going on there, but I'm sure we'll figure out. And
possibly leaving the ice early, if anything. But as it stands right now, still no goals scored. So it is a tie game going into the second period. Still anyone's matchup. The Rams from Blake Hoffman still have 2 minutes and 10 seconds before they can have 5 men back out on the ice, as the opening faceoff is dropped here for second period. The Sooners still have another minute 10 on their first penalty, and then a whole other 4 minutes on that 5-minute major. But right now, Colorado State making the first offensive stance in a 4-on-3. Pushed back to Miller at the blue line, sent across near the circle. One more time to Warner. He's going to give it back to Miller. Miller trying to get a shot. It's deflected. It's going to come down through the air, and it's sent out of the zone. And Allingman has to go and retrieve.
yeah, so the way that it's set up right now is Sooners are going to gain a player in 42 seconds, and then it'll be 4-on-4 for a while. And once that penalty runs off for Hoffman, he will be back in the game, and the Rams will be on the power play again.
Sent in towards the slot. This is dangerous right now. Tolnai wrapping it around. Rebound opportunity denied. Tolnai had 2 goals last night for Colorado State, looking for 1 there. Sent back towards Miller near the point again. 1 more to Allingman. Trying to send it towards Warner 1 more time, but that's intercepted on the way there. So 15 seconds now before 1 penalty is up against the Sooners. Colorado State going to start from their own end. However, that penalty box is quite full. Nelson, Tyler Nelson moving in on the side. He's going to hold it up along the side. Moving in, and that was Sean Patton trying to make a play on to Babb. That one's shut down, and so first penalty is up against Oklahoma, but they still have another 2 minutes thrown up there because, like we said, there's a lot of people in that penalty box, a lot of extra minutes added on near the end of last period. Tolnai moving in near side. Holds it up, sends it back towards Nelson with a lot of speed on that pass. Nelson holding on to it, pushes it in towards North. North is going to give it back. Nelson hands it off towards the other side to Patton. Patton sends it across. North with a shot, deflected on the way there. Nice body block by Wilson. Patton able to not let that puck knocked out so easily. Nelson holds it up near the blue line, takes a shot, looking for the deflection, not going to get it, and it's going to be a whistle. Six seconds before Hoffman comes out of the zone, and comes out of the penalty box, and it's a 5-on-3 situation in Colorado State's favor.
Yeah, with all these players in the penalty box, it's really going to be vital for this Rams team. With all of this time, you need to get a goal at some point. You are up for such a long time. Now
you're about to have.
Yeah, you'll have your 5-on-3, which is huge advantage for this Rams team.
And right off the face-off, tried to send it out of the zone, but Rams do a good job holding it up. That's Warner. They kept it from going out. Send across towards North. He's going to carry it in deeper to try and keep the possession. Joseph now behind Babb's net. And now Hoffman is out of the box, and Colorado State has their 5-man out, and Hoffman is ready. He's at the point now. He's going to get it. Sent across towards North. North with a shot, and that's another big body block. White laying down his body this time, and it's sent out. Cleared out of the zone, and
yeah, the Rams bench forced to duck a little bit and dodge that puck because it was coming fast.
You actually saw Cross North, the backup goaltender for Colorado State, doing a little bit of matrix there.
trying to avoid that puck and not get. Even though he has the most padding on there, he doesn't want to take the puck up high.
You don't want to take that hit. You don't need to take that hit. Rams win the face-off in the offensive zone. Trying to keep their power play pressure going. Send in towards the slot, looking for the opportunity, and Millar is actually going to take a stick to the face, it looked like, while he was trying to move in on that. And that's just going to be another penalty on Oklahoma.
Yeah, and we just see another similar play as DeSouza had. DeSouza, excuse me. He had earlier where they get the stick up high, and this time it hits Millar. So
that's Bickford going back into the box. That's number 2 against him tonight. It's a crowd in that box right now.
And the baffling thing is that the Rams haven't had very many opportunities despite having more men on the ice for this whole period.
Looking to do some quick movement here. Hoffman sends it across to Warner with a shot, and that's going to go off the pads of Babb. He's going to cover it up. Right now, this is a huge opportunity for Colorado State to just tire out this Oklahoma defense. They have so much time that they have on this team that they can just continue to work the puck around and really just move the defenders and tire them out.
Yeah, you talk about tiring out the defense, but there's a majority of players that are getting a lot of rest for these Sooners team, and they're going to come off the ice very upset that they are in the penalty box. So a lot of fire coming off for the Sooners if they can work their way and hold off the Rams with all this time that they have.
Joseph pushing it in forward towards Patton. He sends it back towards Warner. Sent across, wind-up shot, and that's a glove save by Babb.
That was a big save by Babb right there. You see Hoffman up at the point again. One of those heavy shots. We saw a heavy shot and it bounced off the pads of Babb last night. Hoffman gets a little elevation, but Babb is there.
That's a highlight reel save for him. Another split save as he goes down. He just full extension reaches, snags it down. Got to give him some credit on that one. 9 seconds left and one more penalty against the Sooners, but don't worry for the Rams. They've got another one coming up. 50 seconds left on DeSouza's penalty, his 5-minute major. And that's going to be the big penalty you definitely want to get rid of. So 1 man now done from Oklahoma, but another 2 minutes up on the board. Rams continue their 5-on-3. Patton pushes it forward towards Joseph, back towards Hoffman. Quick 1-2 near the circle. Patton back to Hoffman, back to Patton. Shot, and that's a little bit of a weaker shot, not able to connect off the stick breaking from Patton there, and that's just got to be disappointing. And now that's actually a disappointing move right there, as Colorado State wanted to take advantage of the rare line change that Oklahoma would be able to make in a 5-on-3 situation, and now it's called for too many men on the ice, and it's going to be a penalty on the Rams.
Yep, and it's Gillis that's going into the box for the Rams.
So now 4-on-3 is going to be the situation. 17 seconds until that 5-minute major is gone and wiped away.
And we see this Millar-Nitchin pairing again with Nelson in the back. That's some of the players that started this game. Also Allingman, who started the game. There's the starting lineup there, and see if they can work their way.
Pass just gets away from Nelson there. And the last couple seconds now off the major. Ticking down, and so now it's a 4-on-4 for the next minute and 8 seconds here. Nelson has it, and it's back to even. That deflection just goes off of Babs Patton. Dodges the bullet there and almost crashing into the official again. We had one go down last period. He was okay, though.
Yeah, and that's just huge for the Sooners. With all of those penalties that they've had, they get it to equal strength, and they will even go on to they'll go on to that power play when the Rams will still have a player in the box. So you have to feel confident if you're this Sooners team and killing off all of these penalties that have been stacking up against you. And it's just disappointing on the Rams side for them not being able to get a goal there.
And the shot coming off the face-off there, but like you're saying, Hunter, definitely true. Colorado State not able to capitalize on that huge chance. Sent across into the slot. That could have been dangerous if there could have been a connection on the stick. And right now the puck comes out of the zone. That was White actually moving in for the shot there, but less than 30 seconds now on the Oklahoma's last penalty before they're back on the power play. But this is going to be a 2-on-1 situation. Millar moving in on the far side. Shot that just goes off the side of the net.
You see all the fans reacting right there against the side. They are ready for a goal after all this time. And
shot coming, score!
There is a goal. A goal on the opposite side.
Oklahoma.
The Sooners fans go crazy.
Oklahoma turning it around. They fight off all of those penalties, and they're back to the 4-on-4 situation. They carry it down the other side, and they put one behind Morgan.
Yeah, and you just see there's still Sooners players in the box as they're reaching over the box, tapping the gloves, and just impressive from that Sooners team to kill off those penalties and work their way back and get a goal.
Well done on this Oklahoma side, and Colorado State needs to adapt, but this one might be another big chance. Wilson handing it off near the slot, and that's a big body block from Hoffman trying to take it down the other way. So now it's a small power play for 30 seconds for Oklahoma. Hoffman tried to carry it down himself. And now moving in on the near side again. Bickford holding up, just coming out of the penalty box, and glove save by Morgan.
That one almost looked like it got past Morgan. Might have been a little wide, but another good shot by this Sooners team.
19 seconds now left in the Rams penalty before Tanner Gillis can come back out of the box.
Something to note is that this reffing staff was not the reffing staff that was here last night, so just call the game a little bit different because of their style of reffing. It's kind of like the players. They have their own way of seeing things and doing things, so just another aspect of the game here.
Puck tried to be sent across. This might be a chance. Millar's going to look to use his speed. Not going to exactly be the breakaway opportunity that he wants, and he has his stick knocked away from him. He wants a penalty. He's not going to get one, but Gillis comes out of the box, and another stick lost near the blue line there. Players going for the puck there. It's lost in the crowd, and it finally comes loose. Lots of commotion here, especially in the crowd. But now we're finally back to 5-on-5 hockey in the first time for a while. Just a little under 14 minutes left. And Patton wanted a long pass, trying to take advantage of the Sooners' change. Not able to get it in time.
Yeah, those Sooners players were not near Patton. Patton was all the way up the ice. If his teammate just looked up the ice, he would have had an opportunity there.
That could have been dangerous as it got by Miller, but he holds it up and carries it back into the attacking zone. Takes a shot, just goes off the post and knocked away. Patton trying to hold on, but it's going to be taken away from him. And the Sooners starting from their own end, able to work it away. Gotti now working with O'Dea, had one goal last night for his team. Sent around, deflected, and out of play.
So we don't currently have penalties up on the board, but there are still players for that Sooners team sitting in the penalty box. I can't exactly make out which players they are right now, but it's a very interesting thing that's going on there.
And it could be, it might be the possible ejections that we had last period, but I don't see D'Souza in there. And right now the puck's sent around along the boards. And Boss tried to take a shot, actually went directly off of Nelson's stick. And it near the boards again. Rams getting out of their zone. Joseph has got a couple Sooners to deal with, so he's just going to dump it in. And Warner actually able to intercept the puck and send it back around the boards. But the Sooners trying to start something offensively. It comes back down, and Warner has it for Colorado State. Sends it around. Joseph's going to get there first. Tries to push it a little bit further back to Alleyman, looking for the slot opportunity. Was Warner sending it back into the center, not able to connect. Backhanded further in, but the Sooners come away with it. Now it's going the other way. 3-on-3 opportunity, and it's going to be offsides.
Yeah, it just looks like Boss snuck in a little too quick there. He went to kick the puck and just gets over the line a little too soon.
Face off to come right outside Colorado State's zone. So after all the fun action we've seen, the first goal finally put up on the board. Oklahoma able to score it. And they lead Colorado State 1-0 here with just a little over 12 minutes left to go in this second period as an icing call is made and we go back down towards the other side. And off the faceoff, it comes out of the zone. Colorado State has it. Trying to rush for an offensive attack. Engel sends it all the way around. Sooners looking to retreat and grab the puck back again. Sent further in towards the zone. Engel's going to get there first. Tried to send it in towards the slot. Unsuccessful. It comes right back to him. Puck tangled up in the corner. A couple sticks reaching after it. Sent all the way around, and Hoffman's going to be there for it near the point. Looking for an option, takes a shot himself, blocked on the way there. Hoffman's going to hold off a little bit. Now it's going to be an attacking chance for the Sooners as it's dumped in, looking to chase and get it back, and Joe Morgan's just going to cover it up. What's almost weird to look at right now is it's almost as if all the aggression we just saw in the last 15 minutes of hockey is just gone. We don't really see the players getting too aggressive with each other, even after the whistle, really saying anything anymore. Shot coming, saved by Morgan, but.
And something that could contribute to that is both teams have had so many penalties that players that stayed on the ice and weren't in the box are probably tired by this time, and players that were in the box just don't have the momentum that's been taken away from being in that box. So,
I mean, almost 15 penalties right now, and we're only halfway through the second period. And the puck knocked off the glass, staying in play. Nelson sends it across. Knocked forward once more into the neutral zone, and Nelson's going to help win it back for his team. A little caught up near center ice, and Millar's going to race towards it, but White is going to get there first for the Sooners. Sent around along the boards again, coming out towards center ice. Gotti hands it off one more to Fugger, who tried to take a shot, but it unsuccessful. And it looks like it's going to be a penalty for a high stick. And so looks like actually the two Oklahoma players that were still in the box come out. Not sure who. One of them, I see
one
Cameron
of them was
Brown.
Cameron Brown, yes. That was the player that had both of those open net goals last night.
Not sure who the other one was. It was so quick. But Tyler Nelson into the box right now against Colorado State. So another penalty opportunity for the Sooners. And right now, back on the power play for Oklahoma. Moving the puck around. Coming around Morgan, trying to get the backhander shot, moving from behind him, and he holds up strong. He's going to cover it up for a faceoff. Now 10-10 left to go in the period. 1:45 left on that power play.
Yeah, it was Pissar on that right there. You see him get some elevation on that backhand. Good elevation. It hits Morgan right up in the mask, but covered up by Morgan.
This is really important right now for Morgan to just stay strong, in his crease right now, just holding on, can't let any silly goals get by him right now.
Yeah, when it's a 1-goal game, it's way more attainable than that 2-goal game, because once they get up by more than one, it's just so difficult to get goals, especially against a team that's this effective with their offense and defense.
And you actually see Kyle Nelson, he's left the bench and he's walking towards the locker room. He's walking on his own, so he should be okay, but probably just needs to get something checked out. Or
yeah, when we were down on that ice, Nelson was looking at his hand, and there was a trainer looking at his hand also, so it might be that hand that's bothering him a little bit.
And now puck tangled up after the faceoff and comes loose for the Sooners to continue their power play attack. Sent across, long pass across center ice, and now Hard will have it. He's actually doing a good job staying disciplined tonight, as he would actually shot coming, and that one just goes wide of the net. That was an opportunity for Oklahoma. Looking to continue it on. Puck held near the point, sent in further in deep. Now near the circle, holding on to it, back towards White. White moving in, going to hold off. A little bit of a fake shot and hand it off towards Wilson. Wilson pulls it back towards the point. Sends it across the blue line. Back towards Wilson. Wilson with a shot coming. That one just goes wide, looking for the rebound opportunity. Morgan shuts that one down. Oklahoma still has it. Back towards Wilson across the blue line. Through the circle. Moving in on the side there. Giaman looking to send it into the slot, not able to connect. Back near the blue line again. Hand it off to Wilson. He's going to dump it in further in deep. Gimona, you see him back on Morgan's far side here, and it's sent around out of the zone, and now less than 20 seconds on the power play. That was a good amount of pressure here for Oklahoma. They're looking to keep it up. Cameron Brown back out on the ice. Shot coming, and that's a big save. It's gone wide. Morgan lost it for a second there as it bounced off him.
Yeah, Brown had multiple opportunities, or multiple options, I should say, right there, and it's shot on goal again, and Morgan covers it up.
That was a big power play presence for Oklahoma there. Definitely have cleaned it up from last night.
Yeah, applying so much pressure to Morgan, and this Rams defense needs to help their teammate out, and this penalty's over now. So they will be at even strength now. We can see if the Rams can get more possession, because we are always talking about possession with this Rams team, and that's one thing that they need right now so that this doesn't get out of hand for them.
The puck scrambled at center ice. Sooners come away with it, moving into the zone. Sent in towards the slot, but no one's there for it. Allingman's going to get it on his stick, sending it forward towards Gillis. He's going to hand it off to Joseph. Leaves it for Warner. Warner moving in, taking the shot, and it's just going to fall right in to the lap of Babb there.
Yeah, it was kind of funky shot right there. A lot of rotation on that puck, but Babb just covers it up right in his chest and get a face-off in the offensive zone for this Rams team.
And right now, Sooners trying to send it out of the zone, but Miller is there. Comes out towards center ice. Check along the boards. Oklahoma trying to come away with the puck, and they will. That's Boss moving in on the near side. Not able to get by Miller, though. Colorado State looking to carry it out, but it gets pushed further in deep, and that's Jolly applying some good pressure for Oklahoma, but it comes loose. Colorado State will have it. Marcancini trying to use some of his speed. Gets by one. Actually avoids a check, and he's going to send one man down, and that's going to be a penalty arm up. That's going to be against Marcancini. Another penalty against Colorado State. Back on the power play for Oklahoma.
Yeah, again, a Sooner player was trying to play the puck. Marcancini gets a hit in the back of that Sooner player, and he'll be going to the bench and sitting in that penalty box.
So with 7:19 left to go in this second period, Oklahoma goes back on the power play. It's going to be the Rams, if I've counted it all up right, 8th penalty tonight.
Yeah, and the Sooners team, that last power play had so much pressure. You just don't want to put them on a power play again once they have that momentum in their favor, and it's going to be dangerous. Another big stand going to have to come from Morgan again.
Especially with how well the Sooners are playing on the power play right now, you can only think that it's a matter of time before they find the back of the net again. However, the puck comes loose, and this one might be a dangerous shot. A windup not finished off there by Brown as he sends it back. Bickford now near the blue line. Bickford sends it across once more. Sends it in further and deep to Brown. Tried to send it across to Bickford. Intercepted on the way there, and it comes out of the zone. Not able to hold on to it. Rams trying to hold on here and might hold on to something here shorthanded. They do have a penalty arm goes up again, and it looks like this one's going to be against Oklahoma. One of the few times of the night that they've actually given up the power play.
Yeah, like we talked about, they gave it up a couple times last night, but looks like Boss is going to head to the penalty box. There's actually a balloon floating down. I don't think anybody notices right now, but it's floating down at center ice, and
looks like the official's going to grab it.
He got himself a balloon.
Free present. So 1:24 left on the Rams' initial penalty, and then after that they're going to have a short power play of their own as the puck sent back for another 4-on-4 situation for Colorado State. And Oklahoma gets kicked out of the zone. Oklahoma trying to start something here, but it's sent back in towards center ice. Sooners have to start from their own zone again. It's Giamona. White sends it back to him across center ice. A long pass and a wind-up shot, and that one just gets deflected. That one had a lot of power behind it. Comes near the boards again. Players looking to get the puck free, trying to get some solid possession of the puck here. Penalty arm goes up once more, and this is going to be on Colorado State. Trying to send it in towards the slot, not able to capitalize. And Babs actually able to get back onto the bench, and so an extra attacker out for Oklahoma. They send it back. 5-on-4 situation, wind-up shot, and that one definitely whiffed by Wilson. Morgan was actually not in position. That would have been the open goal that he wanted, and he just carried it too much and swung it into the boards.
Yeah, another miss for Wilson. Wilson's been really good on the attack, and right there you just see him whiff on that. He lifts his head, looks at the sky, and just knows that he missed a big opportunity right there.
Missed chance, but Nelson actually goes back into the box for Colorado State. That's going to be his second tonight.
And we see Bab come back on the ice after that.
Probably don't want to leave him on the bench here this early. So another 2 minutes up on the board against Colorado State. 4-on-3 situation. And a nice back heel block there by Nitchin. A little back and forth action. White has it, sends it back towards the faceoff circle. One more, back to White. White moving in, takes a shot, just goes off the back glass. And now sent out of the zone. And Hoffman trying to apply some pressure. Hussar moving in on that far side, leaves it for a man. That's Brown. Sends it across once more to Bickford. Bickford looking for him again. And the Rams finish off their first penalty. Marcancini comes out back to a 4-on-4 situation. And it comes out of the zone. Bickford goes to retreat. Hussar again. Hussar moving in, able to make a man miss, sent across. That would have been dangerous if there was a Sooner on the other side of that.
It would have been dangerous if he got a little bit more heat on that. It looked like he pulled the puck around and had an opportunity there, but
Jacob Morgan now trying to keep it alive for his team. Now Hoffman has it. And 1 second gone, and now the Sooners have their fifth man back out on the ice again, sent into the chest of Bab. So 49 seconds for another short Sooner penalty, or power play, excuse me.
Yeah, and you see that Bab's a little frustrated there. He kind of wanted to throw the puck out. He looked down at it for a second and just held onto it a little too long, and better to not risk it and get a face-off in your defensive zone than risk it and possibly give up a goal if the Rams team is on their toes.
4:36 left to go in the period. Lots of action has happened so far here, and it's only the second period. Sent all the way down, O'Dea. Tried to send it back, was Miller, but Pard comes up with it. Pard actually had 4 penalties last night, which almost was one of the biggest roadblocks for Oklahoma, but so far he stayed out of the box tonight. And it's moved up for O'Dea. A huge pad save by Morgan, and it's knocked out of the zone. That's one of the biggest saves for Morgan tonight.
That is a big save, and you have to talk about CJ Nitchin with the quick hands being able to knock it out of the zone and helping his goaltender a little bit. A little bit of a push on Cote there from Bab, but not much about it.
So 9 seconds left before Tyler Nelson can come back out onto the ice. However, the faceoff in Oklahoma's zone. And Sooners come away with it, but going to be tough to get something going here before Marcassini comes out. Moving in, centering shot. That one goes off Morgan. Gets knocked away back into the corner. Back to full strength for the Rams, and now we have 5-on-5 hockey. Feels like we've had more special teams play tonight than we've seen 5-on-5.
Yeah, at the beginning it was really mainly 5-on-5 there, and then later in that first period is when the penalties started to rack up.
And the puck moving down into the corner. Now sent across into the slot, looking for the poke. And looking for another rebound chance, and Morgan's going to try and lay down on it. Puck is loose. No one seems to know quite where it is, and still not covered up, and it's finally come free and knocked towards the boards. That was another dangerous opportunity. Wilson moving in for the Sooners, hands it off towards Gotti. Has a man on his back, shot coming, scores! Oklahoma gets number 2.
And it was Wilson that gets the goal right there. Morgan didn't even have his own stick. He was using another player's stick. There was a lot of confusion there. There was Allingman, who was right behind Morgan there trying to block, and they just couldn't clear it out of the zone and help their goaltender out. And Morgan gets scored on again.
Looks like that was Gotti. Nicholas Gotti, who got the goal there for Oklahoma.
It's actually Wilson. Wilson was the one who finished it, and Gotti was the one who possessed it.
Which actually speaks towards more of that teamwork play that you see from the Sooners here, just really generating opportunities. So now a 2-goal lead for the Sooners, which is similar to what we saw last night, as they had a 2-goal lead in the second period. If we're looking to repeat all circumstances, the Rams would be the next to put one in the back of the net. We'll see if that happens again.
And last time the Rams did this and they were down 2 was when that quick retaliation was what they came to, but doesn't look like they are going to chase the puck as hard. Big hit down there.
Intercepted, looking for the centering pass. This might be it. Shot,
and
scores!
It is repeating. There is another quick goal and retaliation by the Rams. I'm sure that they want this to be more momentum now this time, and they get the answer.
That's
really
Marcassini. Marcassini gets it back, and now it's a 1-goal game again. I think we're starting to see a lot of similarities all of a sudden. This is the game to write home about.
And it's always these second games where they play teams a second time that there's so much more involved for these teams.
Oklahoma trying to make a move in. That was Pard. He gets shut down, and now Millar might actually be able to start something on offense again. So tries to push the puck on net, but gets deflected out of play.
One thing that we need to see from this Rams team, if they want to be successful, is that they need to get another puck in the net before this opposing team, Sooners team, is the one to score. Because last night, they had the quick retaliation. They had all the momentum. But this Sooners team was the one who came out on top.
And right now off the faceoff, glove save by Babb.
Babb with another big glove save, good opportunity there on the faceoff. Those are kind of the plays that the Rams need to develop. Right off the faceoff, get those quick shots and hope that Bab's not expecting what's coming on net.
But you got to give credit to Bab. He's just really really impressive what he does when he's in the crease in between the posts. He does not make it easy for the Rams tonight.
Yeah, two goaltenders, Morgan and Bab, that are very confident with their glove, and they are not afraid to go grab that puck.
And Colorado State able to come away with the face-off win. Warner trying to get a shot, looking for the rebound opportunity, and Brown actually just almost laying down on the ice. A little slow to get up. He's going to limp off the ice, but it's moving in. Sooners looking for another opportunity, trying to get the shot while on his knees. I believe that was Pard. And it's sent out of the zone. Comes loose. Bickford's going to have it on his stick. Less than 2 minutes left to go in the period. And it comes into the zone now, and Odea trying to leave it for a man shot coming. That's a big body block by Gillis, laying down to take the shot. And the puck pushed out of the zone. Jolly sends it across. Pushed further in deep towards Morgan. Is going to go off the back of the boards. And Nelson not able to get it off his stick before taking a hit, but Marcancini just scored the last one, able to work by 1 minute. He's actually going to go down on the process, trying to make the move in.
That's an interesting play because Marcancini gets contacted there and goes down, but he still has the opportunity to get it on net down below.
And it looks like the Sooners just having a quick conversation with the official. Looks like that move onto the net might have shaken up Bab a little bit. Just has to skate it off, get another faceoff going. Just a little over a minute now left in the second period. 3 goals scored within the last 20 minutes. And this has just been an exciting matchup between these two teams, especially for a rematch.
Yeah, it's always these rematches with the Rams team that we're watching, and they always seem to be more intriguing. Oh, big hit by Hoffman there. You hear the crowd respond.
Definitely just wanting to show this is their ice. They don't want to give it up too easily, and Hoffman had a lot of confidence last night when we spoke to him in between periods, and I don't think he's let up any of that confidence go. And right now the puck just inched forward a little more now. 30 seconds left to go in the period. Patton looking for the centering pass, not able to connect. And it's floated out of the zone, and North sends it across towards Hoffman. Hoffman looking for options now. He's going to pull a little bit of his own trickery there with a little spin moves. Gets it off to Millar. Millar's going to use a little bit of his own speed on it, but he's going to get knocked down in the process. Pard moving in now for the Sooners, looking for a little help. And Wilson taking the shot, just goes right off the guards there, looking for another shot off the pads. That could have been a nice rebound opportunity at the last second, but now second period is over.
Yeah, Gotti was in the right position right there, but it was unable to get past him, and Morgan holds up. And we are done with this second period, going into the third.
Going into the third with 3 goals up on the board. We're going to have a lot to talk about going into the third, but we're going to take another short break. You're watching ColoradoSports.TV. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to ColoradoSports.TV. You're tuning in to the third period of action here between Colorado State University and the University of Oklahoma. Wow, what a game it's been. Right now, the current situation, Oklahoma leading Colorado State 2-1 going into this third period. We've seen a lot happen, though, in between. There was actually no goal scored in the first. However, right at the end of that first period, you started seeing a lot of penalties, and that carried into about all the way until halfway into the second period. And now we've got 3 goals up on the board. I'm Lee Tiscastro here with Hunter Fillmore. Scott Sledger running it all behind the scenes. Hunter, wow.
Wow again. It's just a different wow from from that first break we had. The first wow was because of all the penalties that happened, but this time the Rams get a quick goal to diminish that lead a little bit, and see if they can do a little bit more here. Going to be an interesting one because last time the Rams were down by 1 in that other game, it did not go the way that they wanted, and they only ended up getting 1 goal, and there were 5 goals on the other side by the end of the night. So see if the Rams can kind of change what they're doing in this game compared to last game.
It will be interesting to see how it turns out, but right now Oklahoma trying to make a push onto Morgan here, and looks like one Sooner's going to lose his footing trying to make that push, and it comes into Colorado State zone. Nelson is going to send it forward. Puck comes along the boards. Bickford trying to push it forward for Oklahoma. Puck caught up near the blue line here, and players trying to work it free. Tolnai, who had 2 goals for the Rams last night, takes a shot. Another glove save by Babb. Definitely doing a good job tonight for Oklahoma. Just really, especially when he flashes that glove there, you see a lot of emphasis when he makes those saves.
Yeah, Babb getting another glove save. We keep talking about how well these goalies have a strong glove, and shooting that glove side is challenging for the goaltenders, but they are able to come up with it.
And right now, the puck moving back, and North tries to take a shot near the blue line. And it's deflected. It comes out of play. Sean Patton trying to keep it alive for the Rams. Now it's moving down the other way. Babb has it. Sends it around. Bickford. And Oklahoma starting from their own zone. Sent down all the way along the boards, and O'Day is going to be the first one there for Oklahoma. Tries to spin around there. Hoffman going to try and contest, but the Sooners looking to keep their offensive pressure alive. Going to bounce off a couple skates along the way, and now it's moved out of the zone. Marcancini had the 1 goal last period for the Rams that has them in between 1 right now. Tolnai pulls it back, sends it back towards Hoffman. Hoffman trying to find some options, sends it in a little bit deeper towards Cote. He's not able to connect, looks to send it towards the center, but it's taken away.
Yeah, that's a solid pass from Hoffman, but a little bit too solid for Cote to handle, and you just like to see Cote handle that so that he can either get a pass or an opportunity to shoot it.
Right now the puck coming out of Oklahoma's zone. It's going to go down into Colorado State's end. Miller tries to backhand it away, and Wilson just caught offsides on that play.
And to be clear, that's Raymond Wilson. There's a different Wilson for them that is number 20 tonight for the Sooners. So just noting that there are 2 Wilsons that will be on the ice for the Sooners, or have been on the ice, I should say.
And Miller trying to work it out of Colorado State zone, and he will. Comes out towards center ice. Oklahoma goes back to retrieve. Colorado State looking to apply some pressure. Max Engel looking to lead it. Miller with a shot. That one gets deflected. Goes off the glass near the corner. Behind Babb's net and around. Boss trying to work from behind that side there, and it comes out towards center ice again. Miller knocks it back towards Gillis. Gillis is going to have an opportunity. Takes a shot, and that's another glove save by Babb.
Yeah, and with this Rams team, the passing is probably what they're going to have to go to, just shooting at Babb's. Babb's confident with the glove as always, and this Rams team's just not challenging him enough, and he keeps getting saves that seem to be easy for him, but aren't necessarily easy saves.
He just makes it look so easy. Right now, Oklahoma trying to work it out of their own zone. Colorado State does not want that to happen. Bickford going to break free. He's now going to carry it into the zone himself, trying to use some of his speed. He's definitely got some of it. Tries to pass it towards the center, but it's kicked away. Allingman for the Rams. Sends it long ways out of the zone for Patton. Patton pushing it down, hands it out. Shot scores! The Rams tie it up.
That is big for the Rams, and it is number 21, Joseph with the goal. Patton with the assist.
That is going to be the equalizer. Now it's all tied up here early in the 3rd period. 16:42 left to go. And this, like we were talking about last period, Hunter, is the Sooners scored 2. It was 2-0. Were we going to see what we saw last night? And the Rams respond, and they did just that. They've tied it up now. And wow, another exciting game we have right in front of us.
Yeah, just got to keep possession with this Rams team. If they're going to have that success, you just want to work off of this momentum that you already have. And if you're the Sooners, you want to shut down that momentum and possess the puck like you've been doing these past 2 games.
And right now, Tolnai carrying it out of the zone for Colorado State. Moving in on that far side, trying to set something up here offensively. Puck moving in on the near side. Odea trying to make a move on Morgan, was able to skate it across, but no one there to help him on the push. He wasn't able to take a shot himself. Marcassini backhands it out of the zone. Sooners will need to reset as it's sent back towards Benjamin Fugger. He's going to have an opportunity, takes a shot of his own. It's going to get deflected, not able to get a rebound opportunity. Allingman sends it all the way across.
Yeah, and you saw Hoffman go down there and block off that lower part, but Hoffman comes off the ice.
Right now, Millar trying to keep offensive pressure alive. Allingman with a shot. That one goes way wide of the net. And like you're saying, just speaking of Hoffman, looks like he's going to be headed towards the locker room, or at least just walking off a hit he might have taken. And that's a collision onto the boards. Penalty arm going up. Looks like it's going to be against Oklahoma as Colorado State is able to get their sticks on it. And now Oklahoma gets a touch. So this is going to be the first penalty of the 3rd period.
Yeah, now you have 2 Rams that are not feeling too good. That's Hoffman and Allingman that are both not feeling good. It looks like Hoffman's trying to walk something off over there. Don't know exactly what's going on with him. Allingman is still down on the ice and has a ref or 2 over there trying to help him, and his teammates help him up and try and get him to the side. And it does look like Hoffman is okay and he's back. And might have just been diving on that ice and knocking the wind out of yourself. Hoffman's back and on the ice.
However, that penalty against Oklahoma is going to be a power play chance for the Rams right now. 2 minutes, and Zachary Pard heading into the box for cross-checking. This is his first penalty of the night, 5th penalty of the series between these 2 teams, of the 2-game series. And as we're reaching the first 5 minutes gone in the 3rd period, it comes loose, and Oklahoma is actually going to carry it out, possibly for a shorthanded chance. Wilson using some of his speed, moving in on the far side, takes a shot, glove saved, and he's going to try to hand it off, and that was a dangerous opportunity to almost give away.
Yeah, and that's just that motor that Wilson has. He's always driving really fast in the net and working his way to get that puck as much as he can, but luckily Morgan does not give that puck away and get a goal against him. So Rams will be on the attack now as they come back out of the...
Broussard moving in on the near side. He's going to take a shot himself. Pat save, and it's sent away. And Oklahoma applying some pressure, shorthanded. And looks like we're going to get a whistle.
Another player down on the ice for the Rams. This is number 25. That is Cade Warner. He is being helped.
Warner looks like he's not putting any pressure, or at least not too much pressure on that right foot possibly.
So recently we're seeing a lot of injuries for this Rams team and some key players that are getting taken out for this Rams team. Allingman, one of the starters who has not been back in the game since he went down, and now Warner.
We hope everyone's okay here. Obviously it's a very physical game, so you want them to be as safe as possible while they're down there on the ice. Right now just a little over a minute left in the Rams power play. Looking to see if they can take the lead here with this man advantage opportunity. Millar across the circle, moving behind Babs' net. Gonna hold it up, trying to find a man, sends it back around. Marcassini had the first goal. Back to Millar. Millar sends it back to Marcassini. Marcassini's gonna send it towards the blue line at North. North with a shot, that one goes wide in the net, and Millar. Marcassini shot coming, that one's gonna go off the chest of Bab. Sent around. Chance for Sooners to clear. And then Bickford's actually going to carry it out again. This is going to be a 2-on-1 shorthanded opportunity. Bickford holding it up, taking the shot. It's going to go bouncing off a skate. And now Marcassini not able to work it around Wilson there. However, CJ Nitchin quick on his feet and gets to the puck to keep the pressure going. Last 10 seconds now of the power play starting to tick down. And Bickford a little slow to get up, and he's going to skate off towards the bench. Lots of players just taking some hits right now.
Yeah, it looked like Bickford caught that puck a little low off of the shot, and he hobbled off to the side, and hopefully he's okay.
Tolnai trying to carry it around, and then Joseph actually knocks it away from Babb, who was trying to cover it up, and now at the blue line trying to take another shot, deflected on the way there. And Hoffman into the corner. He's got a couple Sooners on him. Tolnai trying to help him out. It comes loose, and Sooners try to send it out of the zone, and they will. It's going to go all the way back for an icing call. One of the officials blowing his whistle on the Oklahoma side there, saying something that looks like he's calling a penalty on Hoffman.
Hoffman is out of the game now. Looked like a 5-minute major they called on Hoffman. And this is not what the Rams need. Hoffman, one of the better defensive players that the Rams have, and now they're without him, and they are down a player, so Rams gonna have to come up big here on the defensive end. And it'll be number 22, Engel, going in for Hoffman's penalty to sit for it.
So 5 minutes now up on the board. This is the chance, if any, for Oklahoma to just take the lead back. The Rams were able to diminish throughout the periods, and now it's moving in on the side. O'Dea sends it back towards White. White sends it across. Shot coming. That one goes wide off the glass and out of play.
Yeah, and that shot was so hard that it came off that backboard and went upward. And just a big shot there, going wide.
Another face-off coming, and the Rams defensive end. 12:32 left in this third period. Question right now being, can Colorado State hold on throughout this 5-minute penalty? Puck tangled up in the corner again. Players trying to have it come loose. The longer it's stuck in there, the shorter amount of time Oklahoma can be producing offensively, and it's actually knocked away. Rams knock it out of the zone, but it's going to come back in just as quickly. White sends it over on the side. Shot, glove save by Morgan with authority.
Big focus right there from Morgan, getting it in his glove. Still 4-13, excuse me, on this power play for the Sooners. And if you're the Sooners, you want to move this puck around and get more challenging shots for Morgan rather than just shooting his glove, because he's been confident tonight with the glove.
Puck sent around along the boards, but not out of the zone. Well done from Bickford to keep it in, and now it's finally sent out. Boss is there for Oklahoma, looking for a long pass opportunity, but he sends it across to Pard. Pard to Bickford. Bickford going to carry it in on the near side along the boards. Trying to look for a centering pass. It's going to go off the pad of Morgan, looking for the rebound. Morgan's going to use his stick arm, almost his shoulder, to just knock it a little bit further away from him. An awkward save, but a save nonetheless. And another shot coming from Bickford off the pad of Morgan again. It's going to come near the point once more. Morgan uses it for Bickford, sends it across to Boss, using a shield, trying to send it in towards the slot, and it's deflected. Behind Morgan's net now, and Nelson trying to get a handle on it, but Oklahoma regains control. Into the corner, more. Back towards Pard. Pard a little bit close with Brown here. He's going to give it to him. Trying to find some quick opportunity. Wilson in the center. Trying to find a pass, and a shot, scores! They get the lead back. 10:52 in the third period.
Yeah, that was all Pard and Brown. They were just cycling around, waiting for an opportunity, and Pard just beats Morgan right above the blocker on that right side, and it's just a quality shot. You would you would expect them to shoot a little sooner, but with the way they set that play up, it was just perfect for them, and they take the lead.
And that was just 2 minutes in, what would have been a normal minor penalty. But there's still another 3 minutes left on the board that the Rams are going to be down. Man. Another question you got to ask is, Oklahoma with the lead now, can they stay disciplined to keep themselves out of the penalty box and not allow Colorado State to have any extra time? Puck goes into the corner. Oklahoma trying to come away with it. Comes out of the zone. Penalty kill continues for Colorado State. Oklahoma regaining the lead now 3-2 here. Just a little bit, almost halfway through the third period here. And the penalty arm goes up.
Yep, big cross check sending the Rams into the board. Another Rams player down. That is a dangerous play there by the Sooners defense. And they just, another cross check to the back and another Ram down. You see some words and see Millar.
Both 18s going at it. That's going to be Jolly and Jacob Morgan, and now Millar getting involved. And that's actually going to be Poussard. It looks like he's ejected. So Poussard is escorted off the ice. So Hoffman ejected this period, and now Poussard, or excuse me, Pard ejected for the Sooners. And so that's going to be a 5-minute major against the Sooners.
This is such a dangerous play, so these refs don't want that involved in the game, and that is why they throw that ejection to try and keep from the players doing what just happened right there.
And if we've counted it right, that's Pard's second penalty of the night. If you look at the 2-game series, 6 penalties throughout these 2 games. And that's interesting to notice, like you talked about in last period, these aren't the same officials that we had last night. And the fact that they're done with Pard after 2 penalties is interesting to just watch the roster decrease a little bit more now.
Yeah, and necessarily it's not those same penalties. The reason that he was ejected on that one is just because that you put that stick into the back of the player and you have a player go down and get injured. It's just too dangerous when they have their head down and you're pushing them into the boards. That's just where the officials are coming from, and that is why that Pard is out of the game now.
Cross-checking is what got Pard in the box a lot last night, and it looks like this one might have just been a little too far.
Yeah, so
but
looks like Allingman is down with his teammate there. It's hard to see because they're over in the corner, but player's still down on the ice for the Rams. Can't necessarily see it.
He's face down, and the trainer is helping him get up.
And he gets up off the ice.
That's looks like Miller.
Number 4, Miller.
Noah Miller, so he's going to head into the locker room. He's going to get helped up off the ice. It looks like they're not. Looks like he's not really using his right arm too much. And so now even the crowd is getting into it right now in the stands. And so now we here just hope that all the players are okay. But what we have right now in front of us, 2:25 still left in the 5-minute major from Hoffman. But now a 5-minute major added on against the Sooners. So it's going to be 4-on-4 hockey for quite a bit here. As the puck goes into Oklahoma zone, and Nelson lost the stick for a moment. Shot coming deflected and goes out of play.
And again, another player running into Morgan. We've seen this multiple times now, and just such a strong attack and too much speed coming into Morgan. Looks like Joe Morgan's just adjusting the pads, getting his gloves back on, and let's do the face-off here.
So Wilson to take the face-off for Oklahoma, almost able to come away with it, but it's taken away from him. And it looks like, correction on our part, Poussard was the one, but he was ejected, but I believe, looks like that 8 got confused with a 9 right there, because you see Pard out there on the ice right now. As the puck is in the corner, both players looking to have it come loose, and Wilson almost got, it looks like he got yelled at there by the official there for that check into the boards a little bit. Another big save made to keep the puck from going on to Morgan, as Colorado State will now have it in their own zone. 1:25 left before the Rams start their long power play. They're not going to get a full 5 minutes, but now we've passed the halfway point in this third period. Will the Rams be able to capitalize either in this 4-on-4 or on their power play? We shall see. It's sent around along the boards. Colorado State has it again, starting from their own zone. Allingman sends it down to Cote. He's going to float it in to Oklahoma's zone. Now less than a minute before Colorado State begins their power play. It's going to be a little over a 2-minute power play for them. Odea moving in on the near side, try to get it back towards Giamona. And it's going to get a little bit lost there in the crowd. And Jolly with a shot coming. That's going to be a big save, and it's knocked away by Morgan. Moving in on the circle again. Shot coming. Odea's not able to finish it. Knocked towards the boards again. And Nelson with a big check into the glass. And he gets around, and this might be a chance. 3-on-3 opportunity for Colorado State. Shot coming. Score!
And guess who it is? It's Tolnai with the goal to tie it up again. Tolnai, the player that had the 2 goals in the last game, and he comes up big for his team, and they tie it up again.
His 3rd goal of the series.
And that's just big, because you get this 5-minute major, and it's not going to go away. These Rams are going to have another opportunity to make something when they are on the power play. So big by Tolnai getting that goal right there at even strength.
That's 4-on-4 opportunity. Well done from him to capitalize on it. And like you said, Hunter, it's only the chances are only going to grow here in the next few minutes.
This is perfect for this Rams team right now. You could not want anything more. And you can see the aggression from Patton right away off that faceoff.
Now just a little over 8 minutes left. The Rams tied up again. Definitely not the story we saw last night. They get the tying goal after Sooners took back the lead this time. Grayson North on the assist with that last goal. North actually looks like he took an accidental stick to the face area, almost into his helmet. As the puck moved into Oklahoma's zone, he's going to take a second and head off the ice. Nelson has it for Colorado State, and now the power play has begun. 5-on-4 situation for Colorado State. Can they put another one behind Babb? Patton moving in. He's going to hand it off to a teammate looking for the slot pass, not going to be able to connect. Nelson backhands it further in, but only to a Sooner. And Cameron Brown looking for Jolly. It's going to move in with speed, moving in towards the slot, and well done from Nelson to actually get a poke check in there as the pass is coming across. Another big check into the boards.
And if you're this Rams team, you really want to get a goal on this power play, because when you're at even strength with this Sooners team, they have so much scoring ability with so many different players, and it's just something that this Rams team is going to have to do quick, or they're going to give the opportunity away.
And puck trying to be sent out of the zone, but Allingman carrying it in so far, holding on. He's actually going to be able to work by one man. Big screen by Tolnai there, and try to shoot it from the side, but it's going to bounce off, and now Jolly is trying to get it out of the zone. He will. Marcassini goes to retrieve. Now 1:20 left to go in the power play for the Rams. All tied up here in the third period at 3. 6.5 minutes left to go in the period. Sent across. North back out on the ice now, moving in on the near side. He's going to hold it up, trying to find a teammate to help him out. Marcassini looking to support. Just kept into the zone. Sent across near the blue line. Shot coming, and that's going to be batted away by Babb. Sending it out of the zone. It's going to be a race for it. No icing called there. Starting from their own zone. Now 45 seconds left in the power play. Sent around. Pascal Campbell back out for the Rams. Takes a shot. Scores! They get it back. They take the lead.
And they do it. They do it on the power play. Still have 41 seconds on this power play, but that's just a bouncing puck. It bounces over the pad of Babb, and wow, just an offensive push from this Rams team. You can see them celebrating with all this momentum in their favor.
That is, like you were saying, Hunter, that's exactly what they needed to do, and now they have the lead. They are leading the Sooners for the first time in the 2-game series, 4-3 now, still with 41 seconds left on that 5-minute major.
Yeah, in this 41 seconds, you just need to keep feeding that momentum that you have. You need to keep shooting it on net and get as many shots on net and try and get another goal because, like I said, this Sooners team is dangerous on offense, and the more points you can get on the board and further away you can get from them, the better for them.
Well done from Campbell to even on, he was down. It was either a 1-on-2 or 1-on-3 situation. He still manages to get it behind Babb, able to adapt. But right now, Nelson from his own zone sending it around towards Allingman. A little bit of pressure coming from behind. That's Ordea on his back, sent across, center ice.
You can just see the offensive zip that this team has right now. They are moving quick and getting down the ice as fast as they can. And
sent all the way back down, and the penalty's finally over now, so we're back to even strength, 5-on-5. However, the story has changed. The Rams have the lead, 4-3 now, with just a little over 5 minutes left to go in the third period. The question now becomes, instead of can CSU come back, can Oklahoma come back? Patton sends it back towards the blue line, towards North. Back to Patton, near the faceoff circle, shot off the pad of Babb there, good save, and now it's moving with speed going down the other way. Pard moving in on that far side, and North holding him up there, using a little bit of a stiff arm, and Millar is actually going to hold up a fellow Sooner. And sent around, back into the corner it goes. Sooners trying to adjust offensively, and Millar comes to take it away. Well done pressure. And Millar having to go and retrieve it out of the corner. He's going to float it out of the zone. A long pass, and it's actually going to bounce off the official as Patton was trying to make a leading offensive effort forward. And now it's passed on to Jolly. Into the zone, sent across. It's going to end up on the stick of Nelson. He's going to try and send it out of the zone. Not quite done. And now Allingman for the Rams. Sends it forward to Cote. Cote able to work it out of the zone before taking a check along the boards. Tolnai trying to push it forward. Sent back. Rams now holding it. Rams are looking to just use a lot of that possession right now.
Yeah, the more this Rams team can possess the puck, the better. There's a nice shot right there by Tolnai again. Tolnai looking for another goal and trying to extend this lead. Tolnai gets the puck, and another shot and glove save. Tolnai just taking more shots, gaining more confidence.
Time now against Oklahoma. And if the Rams can hold on to this lead, they will be handing Oklahoma their second loss of the season, their first loss on the road.
And with all the struggles that this Rams team has had so far this weekend, it's going to be big if they come out with this win after losing to this team last night.
Wanting to see if they can come away with at least one win over on the weekend. Campbell back on the ice, just scored the last goal, seeing if he can help get another. Millar in the corner, he's got a Sooner on his back. He's going to lose positioning on it. Now the Sooners have it once again, tries to push it forward to Pard, comes loose. Giamono loses his stick, Millar loses his stick, and now it gets sent on to Morgan. He's going to glove that up and hold on to it for a faceoff. I don't care who you are. This has been a fun game to watch no matter who you're rooting for. This is filled with twists and turns, and what a game. .3:19 left to go in the third period. And the Rams win the defensive faceoff. Tried to send it out of the zone was Nelson. Pard trying to push it forward, but it's going to bounce back towards Morgan. He'll cover it up.
In those earlier periods, Morgan was being challenged a lot. There's been less challenge for him because his offense has been producing a lot. So that's what you want to see if you're Morgan. Keep the puck in the other zone as much as they can possibly.
Bickford takes a shot that's going to go off of Morgan and deflected back towards the boards. A couple players losing their footing and needing to get back up, and Tyler Nelson sending it around towards Allingman. Bickford on his back. A little help towards Ordea. Sooners trying to get it back in their possession. Comes loose. Part on the near side, near the faceoff circle, comes back onto the stick of Patton for the Rams. Patton moving out of his own zone, floats it towards the neutral zone, and Wilson actually using his hand to reposition the puck a little bit on the ice.
Yeah, I was really impressed by Wilson. He dropped the puck down, pushed it through his legs, and was able to possess it and knock it back into the Ram zone.
And now it's dumped into Oklahoma's side of the ice. Bickford goes to retrieve. Pushed in into the Ram zone, moving in. This one might be a chance backhander. That one just goes wide of the net, looking for the centering pass. That was a nice rebound possibility there.
Yeah, close. Boss gets it in front for Wilson, and Wilson could not get his second goal of the night right there, but good effort.
Kept in the zone, and Cote's going to knock it out for the Sooners to have to reset. Now 2 minutes left to go in the third period. The 2-minute countdown begins. Jacob Morgan is going to use it off his stick, tries to send it off the glass. It looks like it bounced off of Tanner Gillis there, and the Sooners will get it back. Comes back, Boss with a shot coming, and that one's going to use, that's actually a broken stick for Boss. He's going to have to go back and head off the ice for a change. This one might be a chance. Wilson can't get it down, and Morgan's actually going to use his own stick to pull it towards him and cover it up.
Interesting thing right now to look at is around this time last game was when the Rams decided to pull their goaltender. You could see that Bab was trying to skate up a little bit, see if his team wanted to pull him, but it's interesting to see when this Sooners team, if they need to, will pull their goalie, because the Rams did it around this time in the last game, so maybe the Sooners will follow suit, but maybe they'll see if their offense that has been producing very well this weekend will go, and they'll rely on them at even strength.
It looks like we have a timeout called, so teams are going to have to discuss it over, but current situation, 1:38 left to go in the period. Rams lead the Sooners 4-3. If you're Oklahoma right now, how do you get by this Rams team that all of a sudden has a lot of momentum, a lot of confidence on their side?
Yeah, it's just, I think the main thing that we've talked about is Rams puck possession. And the reason that you're seeing so much success from this Rams team is because they're possessing the puck more than this OU team has been in recent time. But I think that this attack is, you already have a strong attack. You have so many players that can make plays, but I think you go to those main guys that are your playmakers and you see if they can get the opportunities that you want.
Taking a look at the players we have coming out on the ice. On the Rams side, you have Nitchin, Tyler Nelson, Millar, Askill Campbell scored the last goal, and Ben Joseph. Moving in for the Sooners, you have Wilson. The speed on him is dangerous, taking the face-off. Behind him, Bickford. He's been big and producing shots. They get the puck to him, sent across, looking for the wind-up shot coming, and that's saved and sucked up by Morgan. And Allingman getting physical after the whistle, and now these players are really feeling it in these last couple minutes.
Yeah, one big thing to notice that D'Souza, who was ejected, has been the biggest assist player for this team, and you really want that passing right now so that you can open up some lanes. But there is an open net for the Sooners, and they have an extra man on the ice to see how the attack goes, and a whistle.
Right off the faceoff, just a quick readjustment there. So 1:33, 6-on-5 open net for the Sooners. Here we go. Sooners win the faceoff. Across the blue line to Bickford. Bickford with a shot's going to go off the body of Campbell, still kept into the zone. Boss sending it forward, shot coming from the faceoff circle, scrambling puck, it gets knocked away. Wilson again moving in from the side. He's going to go behind Morgan's net for a quick moment, try to send it in towards the slot. Moved away again, near the blue line. Shot coming, it's going to hit a couple bodies on the way there, bouncing back and forth between a couple pucks and sticks. It's knocked out of the zone. Just a little over 1 minute now. It is now or never for Oklahoma. Moving in, Boss. Going into the zone, carrying it himself. Jacob Morgan trying to put his stick down there, carrying it around all the way. Bickford sends it across one more. It's going to go off a skate, just barely kept in the zone. Still an onside play. White for the Sooners. Sent back, Boss shining in on net, and that's going to be saved by Morgan. A couple players going down in the process.
Morgan has his hands out. It's just, he's been contacted a couple times this night, but you see that this Sooner team goes 5-hole again on Morgan. You think that it's going to squeak through, but Morgan gets his pads down and gets that stop, and looks like there's a player for the Sooners that gets up a little slow. That's Wilson, which is not good for them because he has got so much speed, but it looks like he's all right.
42.7 seconds now Only one goal. That's all it's going to take to tie it up or put this game away right now. Wilson back in the faceoff circle. Bickford still behind him.
Yeah, you saw that Rams team huddle up, get that defensive setup, and talk to each other so they know what they want to do.
Puck comes loose off the faceoff. It comes towards Boss on the side. Back to Bickford near the blue line. Sending it in, looking for the deflection that goes wide of the net.
That's big by O'Dea. He almost had the redirect, but Morgan with the stick, and it pops back out.
Back near the boards again. Parr trying to carry it himself. Losing footing. A huge save looking for the rebound. Scrambling for the puck. He's lost it, and he covers it up.
And you can hear that Rams bench salute Morgan on the save. Keep him in there. There's only 21.6 left in this game. We can see if Morgan in this defense can hold on. It looks like that line with CJ Nitchin and Millar, those two big players that are always playing as fast as they can, will come back on the ice for the Rams.
Rams make their change. Sooners still have their men on the ice, still in open net. Rams can't get the possession that they want right now. Bickford sends it across to Voss. Back to Bickford near the blue line. He takes a shot. It's going to bounce off of North, taking another shot. Rebound opportunity. Scrambling loose for the puck. Askell dives after it. It goes down. Now less than 10 seconds left to go. 5. Now it's ticking down. It's going to come out of the zone, and the Rams will defeat the Sooners here in Fort Collins. And the crowd is erupting with excitement.
And this is just a huge win for the Rams. This Sooners team is so strong, and they had so much success to give them their first loss on that road. It's big for the Rams, big for Joe Morgan, who had a tough weekend, and that whole Rams team had a tough weekend, but it's really big for them, and you'll see them line up and shake hands here.
What a game it was. Colorado State comes away with the win. They make the comeback after being down 2-0 and then getting 4 goals in the process to take the win tonight as their last game of the weekend. Wow, what a match we just had for you today, and a huge win for the Rams going into the next few weekends. We are going to sign off here in Fort Collins. Thank you for tuning in tonight for a huge game. You're watching ColoradoSports.TV. Join us next time. Have a great night, ladies and gentlemen.